Yaradılan separatist qurumun büdcəsi var.
Because this separatist movement or separate force has its own budget, and only 20% of its budget is made of the taxes. The rest of 80% of the separatist force is made of from the Armenians' budget with the loans without any interest rates accrued, but these loans are not registered anywhere. They don't have the statistics. They don't know even what is the debt of the separatist force to the Armenian budget. Yes, we have been researching this issue from different directions, and we know that the gold, copper, which is exploited, according to the statistics in this field, the volumes, the export volumes of Armenia with the volumes of exploited of mining resources are not overlapping. So therefore we also try to work with the statistics of the external partners of Armenia. At the same time, we are also posing this issue very seriously within the Eurasian Economic Union and Customs Union, that these products are not exported or imported by those countries members of the Eurasian Economic. And I think this is only a tiny part of the overall report, I believe, a monitoring report. Now, we've made the photos of the different objects close to the line of contact, but we have more detailed pictures of the front line. You mentioned the agricultural field, vineyards or apple orchards. When Serge Sarkisyan was a president, they had to invest in the Nagorno-Karabakh to have good relations with the president. So it was the approach in the Armenian elite. And they invested in tourism. And, for example, you build an object in the tourism, but to open the jobs, new jobs, the Ministry of Agriculture was instructed. And oligarchs in Armenia started investing into the long-term agricultural fields, and therefore has developed so much for the last 5 years. From the other side, the settlement policy is also very important, because for the last 6 years, the issuing of the Armenian passport to the Nagorno-Karabakh Armenians has become more difficult. Because when they get these passports, they leave those territories, they migrate. We'll look at the appointments, for example. There was a great criticism or rejection on the leadership of the separatist power. For example, on the territory of the ex-autonomous Republic, Nagorno-Karabakh Republic, they created 6 administrative units, but they did not create any administrative units in the adjacent areas, adjacent regions of Nagorno-Karabakh. So people, they get settled in the adjacent regions, but they don't have anything to have their status. And the leaders of all these 6 administrative units are just ordinary people, civilians. But the adjacent areas are under the military control, and where we cannot talk about any elections, that the civilians can be leaders of the administrative units which do not exist in the adjacent areas. Thank you very much.